and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Attorney Michael Johnson, who is a candidate for the Alameda County Superior Court. When we went to break, we were talking about the incident that occurred before the Democratic Central Committee, I believe it was. And I believe that as a result of what happened that night, as a result of the commissioners, your opponent, who is a commissioner, having essentially endorsed a candidate and then stated he endorsed that candidate. I understand your campaign has filed some action. Let's explain that, can you?
Sure. So as a result of what you've just described, there's been two things that have happened. One, the Oakland NAACP has issued a op-ed letter basically talking about the ethics and the breach of ethics by my opponent. Recently, my campaign has filed a complaint with the presiding judge of Alameda County regarding those breaches of ethics, not only as a judicial candidate, but as a sitting commissioner.
Yeah, he is a commissioner, and clearly he should know better, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Don't forget he ran in 2020
Right.
for judge
Right.
and lost to now Judge Ala.Cnty, so he had to go through the ethics courses then. And then second, he got sworn in as a commissioner in March of this year, and he had to go through ethics courses again. And then now for this campaign, he had to go through ethics courses again, because all candidates have to review a video and sign off that they understand and will comply with those rules.
Why is it so important that judges exhibit impartiality?
I think it's the most important thing, period, for a judge. Not only to show that the people coming in front of them are getting a fair hearing, getting a fair trial, without any preconceived notion or opinion by the judge, but more importantly, that the community as a whole knows that court is a safe place in the sense that wherever they go and have their matters heard, they know they're going to be heard fairly, they're going to be listened to, and the judge is not going to be partial to one side or the other.
So judges are expected, obviously judges have a right to vote like everybody else,
Right.
but the way that they vote should not be determined by the way that they behave.
Exactly.
They should behave in a manner that is impartial. In other words, fairness should be the benchmark of the bench. Hey, how about that? The
like that.
benchmark of the bench.
Can I use that in my campaign?
Absolutely. You've held a number of positions in bar associations.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
Let's talk about some of those so that people can get a better flavor of how well-rounded you are in terms of your legal background.
Thank you. I'm a lifetime member and past general counsel for the last 4 years with Charles Houston Bar Association.
And the Charles Houston Bar Association been in existence since 1955.
Yes, sir.
I'm partial, and I'm very partial toward the Charles Houston Bar Association. I don't try to be impartial. I love the Charles Houston Bar Association.
Me
yes,
too.
now go ahead
Me too.
on.
That's all right. I'm also past president of the Alameda County Bar Association, which is the bar association for all attorneys in Alameda County. I served on the board, and I was...
And when were you president of the Alameda County?
2018.
Oh, fairly recently.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was also president of their Volunteer Legal Services Corp., which is the community public service branch of the Alameda County Bar. So I was happy to do that. I'm also a member of 100 Black Men of the Bay Area.
That's right,
Yes,
100
sir.
Black Men.
Yes, sir. So we do a great, education, health, and community outreach throughout Alameda County.
Yeah, any other accolades you received from bar associations? Did you receive some award from Charles Houston Bar?
Well, I've received service awards from
Service
Charles
award,
Houston.
right.
I've received service awards from the Alameda County Bar. And I also mentor youth at Oakland Tech and De Anza High School.
What do you do at Oakland Tech? Now, when you talk about Oakland Tech, now you hit me right in the heart. Oakland Tech is where I graduated from. When I came out here from Arkansas in 1960, I spent my final year at Oakland Tech never been to an integrated school in my whole life. But Oakland Tech is where I graduated from in 1961.
Wow.
So
Okay.
you're mentoring students, you have mentored students at
Yes.
Oakland Tech.
Yes, sir. And also De Anza High School.
Oh, DeAnza.
Yes.
All right, so you're well-rounded.
I'm trying to. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, well, look, again, we're going to have to go to break, whether we like it or not. We have to go to break. So, again, let me say that it is so critical that on March 5 that we show up at the polls and vote.
Yes.
I used to say early and often, but don't vote but for one time and cast one ballot for Alameda County Superior Court Michael Johnson. We will be right back with all about community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I'm your host, and my guest is Michael Johnson.